If someone tells you they're not ready for a relationship and you still stay, you're not being patient. You're betraying yourself. And I know that's uncomfortable to hear because I've done it too. Years ago, there was this girl that I was talking to and she seemed like everything I ever wanted. But she told me that she needed more time, that she couldn't commit to something serious, and I couldn't even let go. But then I realized something. I wasn't in love with her. I was in love with the idea of who she could be if everything had worked out the way I wanted it to. And I kept living in that fantasy while the reality kept hurting me and destroying me. I was trying to hold on to something that was never there. I was giving all my precious energy to someone that couldn't return it. And that's the trap. Because being available for them means no one's going to be available for you, not even yourself. Every day you stay is a day that you're prioritizing their healing over your well-being. You start to lose yourself by staying somewhere that you're not welcome, by choosing them even though they didn't choose you. And you know what? The moment I left, it wasn't painful. It was quiet. Because instead of searching for clarity in the fog, I created it myself by walking away. So if you're in that situation right now, I want you to know that you're never going to find love by looking for it in a junkyard. The right person is never going to make you fight for their attention or their commitment. So just choose yourself. That's not being selfish. It's called self-respect. And that's it. The only thing you have in this life is taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and sacrificing that for someone who will never be the person you want them to be is just beyond me. You have to put yourself before others because no one is going to come take care of you and save you besides yourself. You throw that all away when you're trying to prioritize someone that's emotionally unavailable, trying to put their feelings above yours, trying to take care of them and help them heal as if that's your job. When in reality, you're neglecting yourself. You're throwing away everything that's important to who you are. It's so stupid. Maybe one day they'll love me. They'll finally be ready to date me. But when that day comes, you'll have already given up on yourself. How do you expect that to turn into a long-lasting functional relationship with them or with anyone else when you're in that state? When you've completely neglected and sacrificed your emotional stability and lowered your standards just so you could wait for them, they're going to see that you're someone who can get stepped on, that they can continue to treat like a puppet, like you're just an asset to them and nothing more. When you're getting into a relationship, you want someone that respects you from the start, and that's impossible in this type of situation. I don't know how else to say it. Love doesn't mean self-sacrifice. It doesn't mean enduring confusion, inconsistency, emotional starvation. It doesn't. Real love feels safe. There's no guesswork. It doesn't require you to put yourself second to someone else. It doesn't require you to betray yourself and your instincts and your habits just so you can continue feeling a connection with someone else. You don't need to wait for them to give you your heart while yours is just out like a sitting duck waiting for them to accept it. If someone can't meet you where you are, that's not a challenge that you need to overcome. You're gonna win if you keep trying and fighting for their love. That's not how it works. It's something you need to accept as reality. You have to understand that this person is just not for me right now. They can't do this. I need to go find someone else or be by myself so that I'm not constantly damaging myself and being hurt. Their incapacity is never something you need to compensate for, especially when it comes at the cost of hurting yourself. Because the moment you choose yourself, you don't lose the prospect of them loving you. You make room for the kind of love that actually stays. True love. I had to learn this the hard way, but someone who's worth loving will never make you feel like you have to fight for their love. Instead, they'll make you feel like they're right there with you, nurturing you with availability and transparency, holding your hand, allowing you to actually grow as a person while they do the same. The right person is going to feel present, consistent, clear, honest. They won't keep you guessing or testing you to see how much you're able to tolerate. They're going to meet you where you're at, not expect you to meet them where they're at. And with that right person, love doesn't stall your growth. It fuels it. You don't abandon yourself to stay connected, to keep the peace. You actually evolve because there's finally room to. There's finally an opportunity for you to grow. And that's the most important thing. If you have to chase them, convince them, and suffer just to keep them around, that's not love. That is attachment. Don't go on a wild goose chase to try to get the love you deserve. When the time is right and the person is right, it'll be handed to you. And if it's not being handed to you, then it's not the right person or time. I'm telling you, when you're truly ready, the person that's right for you will walk right into your life. Because I've spent months chasing and looking for someone just to be met with disappointment because I was trying to fill a void in myself. I wasn't ready for something real or serious. I was just trying to fill emptiness with substance, and I didn't care where it came from. So life kept giving me bullshit because I was impatient and my intentions were in the wrong place. As soon as I set a boundary with myself that the next person I date, the next person I take seriously, is gonna meet all my standards, they came right into my life. And it's because I wasn't ready to take anyone seriously until I started taking myself seriously. When I started looking for love, not attachment, I was met with love, not attachment. I was met with meaning. I was met with the girl of my dreams. So if this made you feel uncomfortable, that's probably a good thing because that's where all growth starts. Not when you're in your comfort zone, but when you're acknowledging the things that you're doing wrong and you're realizing that you need to do a couple things to correct it. I don't want to just inspire you for 10 minutes and then leave you empty-handed. I want to give you what you need to change and fix your own life and go in the direction that you need to be going in. If you learned something, go ahead and subscribe, drop a like, and go check out my TikTok where I post stuff just like this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching.